beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, up, up. You'll be okay. Beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes. Yes, it's true. A beautiful day.
Welcome back to the Booga Box live stream. It's Thursday, a couple days after the July 4th. Hope everybody had a safe 4th of July. And checking everything here. It looks like everything's going well again today, I hope. We're going to hope anyway. I think that's all ready. So we're just going to work on the jelly cube we started up Tuesday. This is what we're working on towards. So didn't get much time in on it, but we're going to go ahead and get on into it. So let's go ahead and flip over camera here. I'm not used to this mouse yet. Alright, there. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. We got a little bit done, but Tuesday when we got done, it was 4th of July, I went out, finished up doing my sanding that I needed to do, and for the gate to the top of the steps. Got that all done Tuesday, and then we had big old storms move through Tuesday and Wednesday morning. About 1:30, storms just went crazy coming through. Kept everything wet, but I was able to get into our garage shed thing we have and set up and did my staining yesterday. Have all the wood that I need to get stained and finished up. Got that done. Got out this morning and why? But anyway, got that, and then this morning I had to take my mom to the airport, dropped her off, come back. I got the gate built up. It's sitting up on the deck now. I'm trying to find, I don't want to use the hinges that were on it because they were kind of crappy. And, alright. I'm trying to remember which one I got to go to. It's been a while. No, flip on there. That's alright. Oh, I'm not in view probably. Come on, get over here. There we go. So I got that, but I can't find I had two other hinges that I had. I've had them for years, and I was going to use that. Now I can't find them. I don't want to use the old hinges, so I'm kind of debating on what I'm going to do right now on that front. This thing is so crazy till you get into it and get some structure built up. I think that's the one I'm supposed to go into. But hopefully once the gate's done, that's pretty much, I'm gonna wait for the rest of there's more work I need to do to the deck, but I'm gonna wait till more in the fall to do that. Let me give a quick look here. Alright, that's correct. Quick looks. Okay, everything's doing good. I was worried that things were gonna not work well coming back, but so far so good. Alright, right there. But I gotta get the gate on, then I can kind of clean up everything. The mess that I have out there, everything. We've got two other Adirondack chairs that my son built years ago in high school that we want to refinish. We're going to take them apart and get them cleaned up. They've been sitting out there on the deck for years and need to be resanded, refinished, so we're going to work on that. But that's kind of a project I'm hoping he's going to do. I'll help along with it, but no, I didn't do that one correct, did I? Once we get in about 3 layers, this becomes a lot easier. Everything's holding structure much better. There and there. I think that's what happened last time. It flipped on me. But I'm hoping by this weekend I can actually start finally getting back into working on doing more chainmail other than just orders. I like the orders, don't get me wrong, but I've got so many projects I want to work on that I haven't been able to do here lately, and hopefully things will iron out and things will get easier. Right there. And then next Tuesday, we're probably going to go for I think 1 o'clock's going to work well. If I only go an hour, that gives me 2. I'm still debating. So I think next Tuesday, we're going to start at 12:30 again, just to kind of see. Alright, so yeah, it's going right. Thought I was off again. These 2. I think it's going to work out all right for 12:30, 1 o'clock on those days, and at least for a little while, and then we'll see how things go. I'm going to start getting some more posts made up because of some of the new stuff I'll be doing. Obviously, will hopefully help that. All right, what did I do here? That's right, that's right. Okay, this one's got to go through there. I put in an extra one. Not thinking about it. I should have thought about it. Alright, so we gotta... I love the jelly cubes, but they are such a pain in the butt to get started. Alright, so we're here. I hope. Alright, let's see. I threw something up there again. My head's getting in the way. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I got this right. Okay, yeah. That should be right. Just now I need to come in and tie in the corners. Which will start the next vertical row, or horizontal row, yeah. Before we go, because actually I think I'll need to look again. I think we'll go, basically, takes 2 rows to make 1, in my mind. And then I go a half row. It's 1 full row and a half row of red, then we go to white, and we'll continue down that road. Yeah, I'll put that one through there. What was I doing? Oh, come on. Well, and doing the square ones, it definitely, I mean, they're bigger rings, so you'd think they would be a little bit easier in a way, but not necessarily. Alright, so through here, and then through this one. Now let's double check. Yeah, that's much better. Alright. It was like, man, what is going weird here? The rest of these should be fairly easy now. Never made any jelly cubes. Normally make them out of the 1/8 18 gauge. And so These are bigger rings because these are 5/32 18 gauge, but they're square, so it kind of throws it off. Like I said, a little less wiggly, but we're finally starting to get a little bit of structure here, so it's becoming a little bit easier on this corner. Become less and less floppity. I guess I could pull out the big jelly cube. Like I said, I don't know when we'll finish it, but alright, there's that one. Let me go ahead and it's right here. I just continue to work on it when I get a chance. I haven't had any chance lately, but there's that. Let's see where we at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 10 by 10 right now. I guess a little might be running on to the 11, getting ready to start the 11. But see, a lot more floppity than these, but these are still cool too. I like them all. But this one just feels so much nicer because of the round rings. Once I get it to 2 hands, I want it to be a 2-hand jelly cube. That's the idea on that one. I've been working mostly on that when we get to events, but we haven't had an event in such a long time. It's been 6 months now since the last event. Alright, we need to come through now. And that one in there. Continue working down. These do take a little bit of time now. Granted, again, like I always say, when I'm not screaming, I can get things done a lot faster. Quick looks around here. It's just the nature of the beast, because I would normally have this more in my lap, kind of, in a way, than where we're at currently. Is that the right one? And we'll need to check. Need to get it hooked to that next row, and that'll help hold it together. It's kind of like the European porn one. If you ever do, you just do a strip of 3 wide European porn one, it gets kind of really long. And once you get in and add another row onto it, if you're going to end up making round mail or something out of it, it pulls it all tighter together. Same thing happens with these. But again, I hope everybody had a good 4th. I really didn't do much. I was outside sanding most of the night. I went out a few times to watch some of the local fireworks around here. People shooting off, and met our new neighbors. We do have new neighbors on one side here of us now, so kind of nice in a way. It's been a while since, it's been like 9-10 months since we had neighbors, and seems like a pretty cool dude. He's a landscaper, mows lawns and whatnot, so I don't think I should have the problem of the lawn not being mowed for months on end anymore. At least I hope not. Let's go ahead and pre-open some more of these. I don't always pre-open some, but it kind of depends on what I'm doing, what I'm working on. I kind of do it every which way. I also, I'll change it up depending on if I've been doing the same thing for such a long time. I'll kind of change up the weave I'm working on, the way I build it, because every weave can be built. You've got the quick way, you've got the almost quick way, then you have the kind of medium slow way, then you've got the extremely slow way. I don't ever really go the extremely slow way, but I will kind of flop around. I'll do raws. I'm getting better at it. The raws, I used to hate it, but now I'm getting better and better at it, so that kind of helps. Alrighty. Let's see, where was I at here? That one and that one. Yeah, I kind of talked about Tuesday. I got a few things coming up here in October. I'm going to have to kind of, I don't, like I said, probably wouldn't be a big thing if I said anything, but as another project I want to add into my mix. I'm hoping this weekend I can kind of, since this is something I just kind of found out last Friday, hadn't even been a week yet, I'm trying to finalize a plan for another project to do that I'll need to have done by October. And once I get into working on it, I can probably, I guess, more talk about it per se. But, well, and I did miss, I got a call. Well, let's start with, I hate smartphones. My phone does not let me know. It'll let you know about missed calls and all that. But if you get a missed call, it'll say you missed call, but not if you got a message or not. If they left a message. And it really sucks. Because the only way to know if you got a message is to call the stupid message thing every time you get a missed call to see if they left a message or not. And anyway, I didn't know that. My phone used to not do that. It used to let me know that I missed a thing. And probably about a year ago, it started to give me errors. And it wouldn't play the message. It would just have an error thing there. But at least with the error, it let me know that there was a message there. It wasn't pulling it to the phone or something. I don't know. But anyway, I got a call that I missed. And it was for invited craft fair. It's a juror only. You have to be invited to it. You still have to pay to be in them, but it's once a year thing they do up here. They've been doing it for years, and I've heard about it, never been to it, and they called me, but I didn't get the message till a month after. They were wanting contact info and everything, and the event is not this weekend, next weekend, I think, so that kind of blew in a way. What can I do here? Nothing per se. Well, I still think I got a screwed up ring right in there, but finish this one. Once they pull apart and get more in line, it's easier to tell. So I missed out on that event, and that was kind of a booger, because I'd like to get in some of these different juror invited events we have around here. What did I do here? I did something weird here. Trying to figure it out. Those are right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that one's right. That one's right. That one should be right. Why does it look? I think it just looks off. Because everything being pulled apart still. Let me put this one through and we'll see what. Yeah. Oh. As soon as I put it through there, it flattened out where it needed to be, I think. But we do have an event coming up here last Saturday down in Smithville, if you're in the Kansas City area. I need to make a post about it, that we're going to be there. That's the first event I ever did 8-9 years ago now, and we've hit it every year. It's a small event, not a lot of people, but it's a fun event. They got music and stuff, so it's fun to hang out there and just kind of have a day of it. It is normally pretty warm, but we did miss the first COVID year. I don't think they had it. Okay, that one. But we made all the other years. And I've got, actually I got pretty good laser run probably won't get done tomorrow. It might be next Tuesday. Next Tuesday we might actually do a laser run night, because I do need to get some laser stuff done for this event. Okay, let's see here. Alright, those are good. Guess I'm gonna need some more. But, let's see what else we got going on. Well, I mean, I got the cleaning out our little shed area, work area that I have. We got once a year or twice a year we get for our trash. We only get 2 bags of trash every week. Most of the time that's fine. On occasion we have a 3. You can buy extra what they call trash tags, and you add it to your trash bag. It's $2 a bag to add extra trash. But on the 4th of July week and Christmas week, you get, they say unlimited, but in parentheses it's 16 bags. But I mean, that's a lot of bags for when you normally have 2. So most times I do plan out trying to do a little extra. So I've got a little extra cleaning I'm going to be doing this weekend to prepare for the unlimited trash coming up. And then actually the following, that's Monday, coming Monday. And then the next Monday after that, the 17th, is I got a scheduled bulk pickup. You got to schedule these things like out 2 months out in advance, to 2 to 3 months, depending on when you get a hold of them. So I've got some chairs and some lumber stuff. I got quite a bit of things I got to go into the bulk pickup. So I've got to get that planned out going too. So actually, I mean, I want to get into getting this chainmail going, but I do have all this other stuff I got to go, but we do have the event, so it's never ending, right? Alright, let's go the proper way this time. I think that's right. Double check, yeah. Everything's starting to look a little bit easier now once it's going. I have to compare it to the other one and see, because I think I got one more half row to go, or half a layer to go yet, because I don't think this is my final red. It's been a while since I built it, and the original one, at least in these colors. Normally a lot of my builds are just solid colors, so there's not a lot to them. Sometimes just regular stripes here and there, but I've seen some really cool jelly cubes out there. I'd like to try some of those. I've got all kinds of, we've got male rings to do jelly cubes in, and I just never have gotten a lot of a chance, but I actually got a nice display that I think are going to display jelly cubes really well. So I want to get some of those done, and then I want to have I got another display that I think laser rocks. I'm going to laser up some rocks with different this and that on it, and I think it's going to look really cool on the display that I'm going to have. So hopefully this year I'll remember to get some more pictures over a display. Afterwards, I was talking with my daughter who helps me out, and last year's events, we kept forgetting to get pictures. We'd get like a full back group and forget the little pictures, or we get a lot of little pictures and forget the overall. It was kind of nuts how that happened last year. We kept talking about it every time, going, we gotta remember, and then we end up forgetting, get busy doing stuff, and when you get there, you're pretty busy there for the first 2 hours. It takes us 2 hours to get set up, and after that, things kind of calm down a bit. Sure. Okay, I didn't add that one on the other row. Maybe that's why it was looking weird. That wasn't being pulled into the proper place, so it was throwing off all the other looks. Because that means I should still have this one to go. And I do, so yeah, that's better. Better. But hopefully by Tuesday we'll have a better plan on what we're going to work on. And I gotta get through some of my stock and see what I actually need to get up. I know I've got a lot of good scale ties made up now. I know I've got jelly cubes I want to do. I guess I probably need to do a few more chain yins. I think I'm down to 3 chain yins. And I did sell my mega chain yin that we built a while back. I didn't think I would ever sell it, but somebody, they asked a price. I gave them a price that it was within line. I mean, it wasn't outrageous. I wanted it a little higher than I might have normally have gone, but they were fine. So I was like, well, as my daughter says, you'll sell anything. I was like, oh, you're almost right. But I do want to make another Mega Chanian. I got, I might have to, I used a 3D printer to insert for those. I gotta see if I know I've got a couple others for normal size ones, and I got a couple bigger ones, but I've got one that I'm planning on making a Deadpool style. It's got a Spider-Man. So I'll have to look if I have just a regular Chanian left. I haven't made up an evil Mega Chanian, no. Maybe that's what I should do next, is a Mega Evil Chanian. Yeah, I'll definitely have to get the 3D printers up to get that going. Because I haven't even printed anything on the 3D printers in probably, before Christmas. This Christmas was, I didn't make up anything for the kids like I normally do. I normally print up a bunch of little play things, stocking stuffer type things, and since we didn't have Christmas this last year, everybody was sick, and my phone's going cuckoo. Probably a junk call, and by the time I get up and go over to it, it'd be done. So more than likely, I'd say 70% of my calls on my business phone are junk calls. Then let me look now. I'm a little concerned. Oh, it's a double call. Where are we at in our time here? It's going cuckoo, man. Obviously, you can. Did I get them all? Yeah, okay. Thought I missed one there again. Though, I'm still gonna be streaming a bit. Give me just a second. Hello? Yeah. I'm streaming. I'll give you a call in a bit. We've got about half an hour left of the stream. Go. Alright, bye. Okay. There's a buddy of mine. I was a little concerned when he was calling back again. I'm like, I want to make sure it's not an emergency. Alright, there we are on that one. Let me open up some more. But yeah, after normally somebody will just do one call. Then it was him a couple times. I was like, I need to look, make sure. Well, and at first I wasn't sure if maybe it was my mom. I know. Well, she should be. What time is it? 1:30ish. I think she might be in her layover in North Carolina. Maybe. I had to pull up her itinerary to find out for sure, but I think she had to lay over in North Carolina for 2 or 3 hours before the flight the rest of the way. That way. Ooh, I thought that fit backwards. I guess that's why it wasn't fitting. I could have made it fit. offer. Okay. Things will be so much nicer once this layer's done. Like I said, it's definitely already a lot less floppy than that single layer. And that was, I still haven't finished. Did I? I don't remember if I ever finished the Jelly Cube earrings. I think I did. I think I just needed to anodize them, and I never got to get to anodizing them yet. What did I do there? I screwed up. That's what I did. How did I do that? I need here and here. I don't know what I was going through that other one. Brain fade. Had a lot of those. Old age, I guess. I'm an old fart. And I was talking with the neighbors, the new neighbor, 4th of July that night. And it was a little loud, but it was still light out, so it wasn't too bad. But we were talking about age, and I was sitting there going, how old am I? How old am I? How old am I? Because he told me how old he was, and he had a kid and everything like that. And I was like, yeah, I'm old. I was like, once I hit 50, I lost track, and everything takes so much longer. I don't know anymore. I'm just, as I keep telling the grandkids, just call me Grandpa Dirt. I'm older than dirt. And I definitely look older now with the big old beard, but the wife was the one that kind of got me into growing it at first, because I'd never had one. It hit 50. We had COVID, and it kind of, at first I really did hate it for about the first 6-8 months. Now I don't know if I really want to get rid of it at all. I figured, I'd give it a year and maybe shave it. I'm going on like 2 years now. Be 2 years August, I guess. And it's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes, but I'm kind of liking it. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of the beard now. I don't know how the wife feels about that. I hadn't asked her, but yeah, right there. I know, like I said, when we started, it was all on a lark from her saying something, and now I kind of like it, so I like it more during the winter for sure than during the summer, but what did I screw up? Okay, that ring was just turning weird. No. And what did I do there? Okay, I went through the wrong ring again. Those edge ones, when they flop over, I think I'm grabbing the right one, and I didn't. I need that one. Though, I am going to have to find a man place to get a haircut and a beard trimmed. I don't know what you would call those. A barber. I know I've got a chainmail friend. What's her name? She does a lot of man cuts. I don't even know what to call it, because I don't get my hair cut. So, and even before, I used to grow it long, cut it for donations. The wigs for kids and lots of love and that. Then it started getting too gray. I was normally kind of keeping it short. I just let it grow out. Maybe I think I went every 7 months to get my hair cut. And beard I didn't have, so I was just kind of trimming it down. But I am going to have a presentable look in October. So, I'm going to have to find a man hair cutting place. Again, I don't know what to call it. It's going to be kind of weird to do that, but I don't, I'll tell you one thing too, the look doesn't help. or does help with being into chainmail. Having a beard, I think, has helped. Not so baby faced, I guess. I wouldn't say, I mean, I was getting old before the beard anyway, but I don't know. It's been different going to events with a beard than without the beard years ago. So, though I still don't go do any Renaissance festivals yet. I like going to them, but I haven't gone as a vendor at any of them. I'm not, like I said, I like going to them, but I'm not into the ones around here. They want you to get in. I don't mind wearing garb per se either, but they want you to talk in the vernacular, or however you want to call it, and I have a hard time doing that. I don't know why. I think it's more, I try to, but I sound so silly doing it. It kind of puts me off. So that's one reason why I haven't done any Renaissance festivals, at least, like I said, that are around here that want you to do it that way. And I guess if you start that way, you can change after your introduction type thing, but I don't know. Our local one here has some very, very restrictive rules on a lot of things, on where and how you can sit, how you have to talk, how you have your first interactions. And I'm like, it's neat as a person going, but as a vendor, I just don't. It's weird, and I don't think I could do it. I think they'd get mad at me, and everything needs to be period, which chainmail is period, but I have a lot of non-standard style chainmail. I have lamps, electric powered lamps. I've covered phones and different things that are not natural to the time, so there's a lot of stuff that I would have to leave out of my area because of that too. So, and that's what I kind of like about, I have a lot of traditional style, but I also like to kind of go outside the box. I've got games, I've got checkerboards, chessboards, tic-tac-toes, there's a variety of different things, so it's always just a little bit different than your normal. Okay, let's see here. This was our thing. We got I think our flats, our two ups, flat in between. So yeah, I guess it's the next one. That would be the. Move these off to the side. I'll need you again later. That's onto a layer of frost. Frost. Go ahead and pre-open some of these. Where are we at here? 38. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to steal my chair. He's just getting up on the desk. Yeah, I'll be over there in a little bit, buddy. I was trying to get set up a buzzy cam. We got used to being in a certain place, but so far during the afternoon, what are you getting into? But he's a little confused today anyway. We got an auto feeder, and he's not quite sure about that. He's kind of a pain in the butt to eat. I'm trying to get him. He's diabetic, so he needs to be kind of limited. He's got special foods. He doesn't eat a ton at any one given time. He comes back and nibbles throughout the day, and sometimes he'll get food over there. He'll come bug me saying he's hungry, and I'll go over there and he's got food. Thing is what he wants me to do is I have to get in the bucket and grab. All I need is 3 little chunks of food, little niblets of food, drop it into the current food that's down there. He's perfectly fine. I've tried to fake him out. I tried to pick up food out of the bowl and drop it back in. So now with this auto feeder, he's unsure of what's going on with it. He's eating out of it, so that's a good sign. But he's a little confused still, I think. So we're trying to work that out. It's only been a day, so. And I'm surprised he got my chair. I was like, I'm surprised he didn't take my chair. He did. Now this should actually make it a lot easier to find where I'm going for this first layer. One, now that everything's kind of squared up and pulled together, now that we have a layer, but changing colors also helps. Definitely can see that if you grab the wrong ring on the wrong layer, you know why. Yep. This one, double check. Seems like I had another half layer before, but like I said, it's been a while since I built the first one of these. So that one's okay. We'll just go down and row and put these on. Now, hopefully I'm in camera view. Since something I hadn't had to think about here lately is I've done all the orders that I've been doing, but I haven't had to worry about being on camera, so I just grab it, work on it wherever, and not have to be in the camera view. We did lose the camera. Like I said, I got it at the cord added where I can add another camera. I was wanting to do the Buzzy Cam, but I don't know if that's going to work yet or not. But I also wanted a more of a portable camera that if I am doing laser work or something like that, something I can just real quick drop out the cord, run over the camera to it, you know. What did I do there? I think I put this one through one way wrong. No, that was right. It was just on the other side. Make sure we're outside here. No, this is our upside here. I'm trying to build it the wrong way again. I've done that at one jelly cube I did. I thought I was putting it together wrong. I got a whole side done, looked at it, and it was supposed to be a 5x5, and I ended up making a 6x4 because I was putting down a row, and instead of flipping this way, I flipped it this way, and it kind of threw off everything. I might get a little more work done on this tonight. We'll see. I don't have a ton of more outside work I want to do today other than get the gate on, but if I can't find the my hinges that I want to use, I'm going to I was looking on Amazon. I found a few other different hinges that would probably look better. I just don't want to spend any money. I already spent enough money on this, so that's why I was hoping to use the hinges I had. And I can't. I could reuse the hinges that were on there, but they were crap hinges. Every screw that was holding on these hinges was a different screw. Literally, there was 12 screws in total in all the hinges, and every one of them was different. I did not find two of the same screw. So I don't want to do that either. If I used them, I'd put new screws in it, but hinges are old. They weren't made to be outdoor hinges either, so that was part of the other problem. They were rusty. It still worked, but they were kind of rusty looking. It's like, So I've still got to figure that out, and then we'll do the cleanup. And I might get a little more time on this night. It'll depend. With everything I've been doing lately, getting up earlier and everything around the house I've been doing. Normally by 10 o'clock at night, I am so toast, and that used to be my butter zone. 12 or 10 to midnight. I was that was my most productive time when it came to chainmail. And anymore, it's like the afternoon has been the more productive when I get a chance to. Like I said, hopefully that will change this week and get all the deck done and not have to worry about it anymore. Will be a nice thing. Alright, so you connected. You need to connect here. There we go. Alright. This should be a quick, easy little row. Come on, flip back over. This way. This way. There's some movement around up there. Yeah, that's the thing. At 2 is time for. So that's why I'm kind of thinking 12:30 would be a good time, because at 2 o'clock I normally let the other cats. I got a cat exchange program, or I'd let the cats out in the yard, however you want to put it. We've got my baby girl Marvel does not get along with the other cats, so she kind of gets separated from the others, but she gets yard time, so she what is going on there? Alright. 1, 2, 3. So with her medicine times and everything, I put the other cats up. She gets run of the house for a few hours, and then we do that 3 times a day. Cats have me wrapped around their paws. I am their slave. Alrighty. I gotta figure out what's going on here. I got something screwed up on this corner. I thought it was right, but because if I go here, now 2, 3, 4. Why is 5 not popping out? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 right there. Alright. For some reason this whole corner is 3 going through. 3 through that one. 3 through that one. Everything's going, looks right. When I do individual counts, this one should be something right here. Why is this one? Okay, maybe it's that connector. Let's do this. Alright, I hate doing surgery on a jelly cube because there is a point of no return. You start pulling out too many of the wrong rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can get a little insane, to say the least. I think I'm early enough and I'm on the edge enough that it shouldn't be that big of a problem. And then we should go there. Why is it seeming like it's just like I had it? Weird. Alright, let's see here. Well, now it's out there. Do the corner. So, okay, this. Yeah, I must have did something really weird on that first corner that first time, because you come out. You're up, you should connect to that. Definitely had a view there, but alright, let's see here now. Okay, so yeah, I just had one weird one just twisted the wrong way right there, I guess, because it's all back to normal. I was putting it back the way I pulled it apart, but in a way I will say that I think I got a little lucky there too. Like I said, I've unfortunately had one that I had to, it's actually down in the play box. I started pulling it apart and it became a mangled mess. I couldn't figure out where I was doing. It's like the only thing to fix it, pull apart a couple layers, and it was easier at the time just to toss it in the box and start over than try to pull it apart at that point in time. So that's what I did. Alright, yeah, there we go. That's much better. You stand up. You're there. Alright. Go through here. Should get through those layers, though, like I said, it becomes much easier. Even though I was still screwing it up. We need, that's a flatty. So we come up through this one. Gives us flip, and it wants to flip over to the side, and you need to be pulled to that. Yeah, that one. That makes it's four. Basically, it's a Japanese horn one. So every ring will have 4 rings going through it. Except for the edges. There you only have the 3. So each one in the center here will all have 4 going through each one of them. And that's what helps hold it all together. And you use the right rings. If you use originally the Japanese, it was really loose weave, or you could make it real small AR and make it super tight. And then somebody came into the middle one day and came up with the jelly cube. I think it was more about making the thickness, because normally when you do a Japanese weave, you're doing it in a sheet form. It's real thin. You're only doing one layer. When you start stacking on the layers to make a cube, you normally want it to be super tight. So you either used a lower AR or a medium one, and then doubled your rings up that helped. And I wish I could remember who it was that came up with the jelly cube. I know I always forget everybody's names over here that came up with these things. I'll remember them eventually, or I'll remember their name but forget exactly what it was that they did. It's like, you did something, you made something that everybody loved. What was it? It's like Lisa and her Infinity Rose. It took me forever to. I was like, I love the Infinity Rose, but who was it? I can't remember who made it. I remember now, but okay, you need there. Main camera, very corner. I can't remember. Well, it's starting to come together. We'll get one row of the white here, and then we'll go gold, the white, and finish off with red. I think it makes it, in my mind, it looks chiefish. Maybe not to everybody, but to me it does. And then I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna pull out some sky blue. I'm gonna do a Royals version. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna stripe it yet. I think I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. Then I think I'm going to do a randomized one. I'm just gonna grab every color of 5/32 square ring I have, and I'll have to figure out the count. I don't remember exactly what the number count was, but then pull out an even amount of all those rings, put it in a pile, and just start building it so it comes out just random. I did that for a couple fall items I did that I really liked, but I only used fall colors. Now I want to use all the colors and just randomly do it and see what happens. Alright, let's reopen some more. Where are we at in our time anyway? 53. So we've actually gotten a row and a little bit more. Cruddy, what's this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can't remember how many's per row. That's just the flats. At least another 25 for the ups. Yeah, more than 50 per row. Per layer, or whatever you want to call it. I will finish this up before we come back Tuesday. I'll have a pair, if not another one. Like I said, I want to do several. And maybe I'll pull out, I got some double-sided tape stuff that I use for bigger stuff for hold downs, and I probably should have used it for this. It would have made it easier for the startup because it will keep more its shape than I was doing it loose here. You know, it just kind of depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Would have made it quicker and easier that way, but sometimes when you're doing it on a stream, it's harder to do that because of adding that into it, but when you're not on the stream, you know. Alright, let's get these put in. Yeah, that's definitely getting it shape, holding it together more. Once you get up about 3 full layers going up, normally that's when it's not going to shrink up anymore that way, and everything's kind of holding its shape. You can see pretty much everything, and that's when I can see that screw up finally. So I will say I didn't do any of my normal spieling that I got to get into habit of doing, but I do want to thank everybody. If you watch this live, if you're watching this later, I do appreciate it. I know we're just a little chainmail stream, no big deal, but I do appreciate anybody that drops in. You know, if you do drop in, drop a line, say hey or something. You know, it's always good to have others hang out and chat with and all that. So okay, that's where. So I was actually missing a red ring on that row before, is why it was so screwed up. And now I can see, because now I don't have a mounter for that ring. But man, that's not going to be right either, though. Because, okay, that one. I might have to tweak each row here when I come down it, because that one, I think it's going to shift everything down ever so slightly. I thought it was going to be a quicker, easier fix, but I think it's going to be a little bit more of a daunter. At least it's only going to be 2 rings at the end of every row. It's going to be easy. I could fix it right off, but I think it's going to be easier to fix as I come to it with this next row. Because if I put that... No, see, if I put that there, it should be fine though. We'll see. If I come back down to this next one and I have to fix it, I have to fix it. And that's what it is about chainmail. Alright, so... flip up. Got all you guys connected now. So let me go through this one here and we'll do good. So we'll get this done. But again, like I said, we got 3 minutes or so for an hour and I got things to do. Oh, that stupid phone. I guess that's one thing about the night streams. You normally I don't get all the day calls in it. But anyway, I do thank everybody. Don't forget to give share, thumbs, likes, all that good stuff. More of those we get, more people know that we're out here doing stuff. Okay, there. And again, we're going to do streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Probably 12:30 to 1 o'clock. We'll get more into a better thing. We started 12:30 last week. We started at 1 today. I started a little late just because I wanted to see when I get done what is everything that happens afterwards. After a stream, what's my times look like, blah, blah, blah. So we'll just kind of continue on this road, see how things go. If you do have any questions, like I said, just drop me a line either through Facebook or through my website, theboogabox.com, or I guess it's Booga Mail. That's another issue. If you've been around, you know that whole issue. We'll see what happens with that. I'm hoping to eventually one year be able to... I probably could, but I just don't want to have to deal with the headache of it. So we're going to go ahead and stop there. I'm going to go ahead and flippy-do the screens here. Feeder just went off, so he heard the feeder and kind of woke up. So anyway, I do thank everybody for dropping in. If you did, if you're watching this later, I appreciate that too. Don't forget, you can always give a share, a thumbs up, even when we're not streaming live. And let's see, today's Thursday, so next Tuesday again, we'll be back Tuesday, probably about 12:30. hopefully with a better plan on what we're going to do. This week was kind of a testy week, see how things were going to go, make sure stream was working well, all that, since we hadn't done anything in a while. So I do thank y'all, and we'll be back next Tuesday. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Peace.